Thank you so much for doing the show, Ryan Hollins.
Oh,
it wasn't too long ago when you were in this very studio and you were guaranteeing our audience that LeBron James is going to be a Laker, and now he is a Los Angeles Laker, signed by general manager Rob Pelinka and Magic Johnson. Here is Pelinka on the other offseason moves that the Lakers made.
When LeBron chose to come here, it was the ultimate validation for the moves we've made and what we've been building since we started. We're on a journey towards bringing the 17th banner to the Los Angeles Lakers, and we know we still have work to do to get there. And listen, the road to an NBA championship has to go through the team that won last year. And we all know the guys up north have a special group. But one of the ways to attack what they have is with defensive toughness. Irvin and I had a conversation, and LeBron echoed this sentiment that I think to try to play the Warriors in their own game is a trap. No one's going to beat them at their own game. And so that's why we wanted to add these elements of sort of defense and toughness and depth and try to look at areas where we'll have an advantage.
Okay, Ryan. Number one, I don't think anyone really believes that this current Laker roster could truly test the Warriors. However, do you think this philosophy, this you can't beat the Warriors at their game, so we're going to get defense and toughness, do you think this philosophically is the right approach to trying to topple the championship Warriors?
Yes, it is. But there's levels to this, my man. And first off, that was one of the greatest humble brags of all time, that LeBron topped off everything we've been doing from Pelinka. Love it, love it. But there's some truth and some lies to that. No, you got to be who you are. You got to be true to your identity. And we talked about this on the show prior, in that if you beat Golden State, you got to rough them up. You got to be physical. You got to be tougher than they are. But there's another element that you have to score at a clip that they can score at. Yep. You got to be efficient. So if you don't have the same scoring firepower and toughness, you don't match them. You've got to play. If you beat Golden State, you got to be, not just a perfect game, you got to beat them on three tiers: scoring, physicality, and defense, and multiple efforts, because that's what they do. And if you're working 3 times as hard and they're working twice as hard, those percentages will always win out. That was my problem with Houston, even though Houston did take them to 7 and had a heck of a fight, the best match that they had.
One thing that's interesting about the players that Pelinka and company have put around LeBron is, in the past few years, it seems like LeBron has said, just give me 3-point shooters. I will create, I will drive, and I will kick to them because I'm the best passer at my position. Is it interesting or curious to you that they don't really have 3-point shooting around LeBron this year?
Well, what LeBron, yes, it is interesting, because we're not going to hear those moves and justify them and say, yeah, this is what we planned to do the whole time. No.
Yeah.
If you can get a shooter around LeBron, you get a shooter. Kyle Kuzma is the only dead-eye shooter. I know KCP is capable, and he's talking about, well, Rondo can hit guys in windows and their percentages go up. No. That was the problem with the Cavaliers in the finals. They couldn't hit a shot. And defensively, normally you say with LeBron James, and LeBron knows this, if you watch this is where LeBron's frustration came from the finals. You always have to pick your poison with LeBron. Either I stop him or I stop the 3-ball, but I can't give up both. In Golden State in the finals, which is a large reason to why they swept, they were able to stay in the disciplined help side, show bodies to LeBron, and close out to those 3-point shooters and run the guys off the line. So LeBron needs dead-eye shooters, and the one shooter that he had was Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver was face guarded. But guess what? You need a Kyle Korver. You need those guys on the team. Now, granted, in today's NBA, this is a real blessing for LeBron. When that when the trade deadline starts to come up, when those things hit, you're going to see guys like Bellinelli. You're going to see those guys, Bellinelli going to Philadelphia. You're going to see all these guys, Ilyasova. You're going to see these shooters come available and be able to join LeBron. So the Lakers have a strategy that they'll be able to get a dead-eye shooter later on in the season, which will be an immense help.